One of the more amazing facts about animals is how so many of them use camouflage to either hide from predators or even hide from potential prey. A well-camouflaged animal simply blends into its surroundings, whether it is the ocean floor, the forest floor, or the leaves or bark of a tree. Sometimes, animal camouflage is so complete that the animal seems to disappear. So today, I'm going to tell you about the animal camouflages that make the animals basically invisible. 1. Scorpionfish. The scorpionfish is not only a master of animal camouflage, but is one of the most venomous fish in the world. A huge family of 100 to 200 species, they are found all over the world in warm waters, but are most common in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Scorpionfish are about 8 to 12 inches long and weigh a little over 3 pounds. Scorpionfish get their name because of the dangerous stinging spines found on their body, especially in their dorsal fin. The spines are covered in venomous mucus and protect the animals from predators, but their coloring helps to hide the fish from potential prey. These include shrimp and crabs. The stonefish is especially adept at this, for as its name says, it resembles a stone lying on the floor of the sea. Because a lot of scorpionfish live in shallow waters, this makes them something of a hazard for scuba divers and snorkelers. Despite this, people catch scorpionfish because their flesh is good eating. 2. Mossy leaf-tailed gecko. It may look like this lizard has been overrun with moss, but that's its skin. Found only in the forests of Madagascar, the mossy leaf-tailed gecko is aptly named. The leaf-tailed gecko, a prolonged lizard, has fairly a singular physique. With a broad and triangular head, their identity comes from the leaf-like resemblance of their tail. They've giant eyes without eyelids. To maintain their eyeballs moist, they lick them periodically. If dust will get on or within the eye of the gecko, the reptile removes it in the identical manner that they moisten the floor with their tongue. The dimensions of this lizard can range drastically, rising 4 to 12 inches at their grown-up size. The enormous leaf-tailed gecko is already 2 inches lengthy when it's initially born. The pores and skin of the gecko resembles the tough bark of the tree, permitting them to cover from predators. Every of the toes of those lizards accommodates tens of millions of microscopically small plates that enable them to maneuver effortlessly on easy surfaces. 3. Leaf insect. Leaf insect, additionally known as strolling leaf, any of greater than 50 species of flat, normally inexperienced bugs, which might be identified for his or her hanging leaf-like look. Leaf bugs feed on crops and sometimes inhabit densely vegetated areas. Their pure vary extends from islands within the Indian Ocean, throughout components of mainland South Asia and Southeast Asia, to Papua New Guinea and Australia within the Western Pacific. Leaf bugs measure roughly 28 to 100 millimeters in physique size. 4. Common barren caterpillar. If you're a hungry bird in Western Malaysia, good luck finding any common barren caterpillars. Plenty of other butterfly larvae blend in with local plants, but few can vanish into vegetation like the barren. Barren caterpillars evolved their elaborate shapes and colors for the single purpose of hiding from predators. This boosts their odds of surviving long enough to become common barren butterflies, and therefore reproducing. Native to India and Southeast Asia, barren caterpillars often feed on the leaves of mango trees, like the one shown. This creates tension with mango farmers, which is another danger the barren's camouflage skills can protect them from. 5. Walking stick insect. As their name suggests, these insects of the order Phasmatodea resemble twigs or sticks, and some species that live in the tropics resemble leaves. They are found everywhere on Earth save Patagonia and Antarctica. When they stop moving, as they do when they sense a predator nearby, they are almost impossible to see. There are over 300 species of walking stick insects, and they range in length from 1 inch to as much as 12 inches. Most walking sticks are brownish, gray, or green, with a striped head. They feed at night on the leaves of the shrubs and trees that give them shelter and can sometimes become a pest, especially on oaks. By the way, if imitating a twig doesn't deter a predator or even a human collector, the walking stick can spray an offensive fluid. Other walking sticks protect themselves with spines sharp enough to inflict wounds. 6. Pygmy Seahorse. Coral reefs are rough places to live, so their residents often use camouflage to stay safe. This is an area where the Pygmy Seahorse excels. Less than an inch long and studded with round protuberances called tubercles, this small seahorse has designed itself to exactly match the coral it inhabits. It blends in so well that it was only discovered by humans after showing up among wild-caught coral in an aquarium. 7. Oak leaf butterfly. The lifeless leaf butterfly is really an exceptional instance of the intelligence of nature, and completely shows the marvel of camouflaging creatures in the lengths that nature will go to with a purpose to make sure the evasion of predation and the final word survival of a species. Schutt remark exhibits that the oak leaf butterfly's wings mimic the color, texture, and element of leaf particles completely. When the wings are closed, their seen underside is earthy in shade and present veiny aberrations that clearly resemble a lifeless leaf. The higher facet of the wings, nonetheless, showcase a kaleidoscope of blues, yellows, and shades of violet, which, full with eye spots, assist deter prey whereas the butterfly is in combat. This pure marvel doesn't finish there. Nonetheless, the lifeless leaf butterfly has two distinctive types, relying on the season. 8. Chameleon. The name of this lizard is nearly synonymous with animal camouflage, as its ability to change the color and pattern of its skin is nearly unrivaled. They are lizards of warm climates and are found in parts of the Middle East, southwestern Asia, and southern Europe, Madagascar, nearly all of Africa, and parts of India and Sri Lanka. There are now populations in Hawaii, Florida, and California. They thrive in rainforests as well as deserts. The chameleon not only changes color to escape predators, but to hide from prey, as it is itself an efficient predator. They have eyes like turrets that can move independently of each other, but when focused on the prey they work together to give the lizard three-dimensional vision. Some species of these lizards are so good at animal camouflage that they change color according to the vision of their predator. For example, many birds of prey can sense ultraviolet light, and the chameleon will adjust its colors accordingly. 9. Egyptian nightjar. The nightjar is a medium-sized bird that is active at night or at dusk. They have tiny bills, large mouths, and long wings and are found everywhere save New Zealand and some parts of Oceania. Because they have their nests on the ground, their plumage comes in shades of brown, buff, gray and black, which allows them to blend in with the forest floor. Not only this, but during the day these birds tend to lay along tree branches, instead of sitting on them like other birds. This also helps to hide them. Nightjars are 10 to 12 inches in length, weigh around 0.18 of a pound and live 4 years on average. Despite its skill at animal camouflage, some nightjar species are critically endangered. This may be because these birds rest on roads and get run over by cars. 10. Crab spider. The crab spider gets its name because it holds its front legs and scuttles much the way a tiny crab would. There are over 2,000 species of Thomisidae crab spider, and they live all over the world. They're also called flower spiders because they sometimes sit on a flower and wait for prey, such as a butterfly or other pollinator to come. Then they ambush it. They range in size from about 0.16 of an inch to 0.3 of an inch. Some crab spider species are able to change their color to match the color of the flower they rest on. Not only this, the spider sometimes turns the color of their prey. Other crab spiders mimic tree bark or bird droppings. In some crab spider species, the females are many times larger than the males. So, the animal world is truly amazing. This has enabled them to protect their lives from predators, as well as to find prey. Invisibility is really important for these animals. Often, these animals are difficult for us to find from the environment. So, what are your thoughts on the video today? Don't forget to leave a comment below.